Hello, everybody. My name is Acrisius, and welcome to another Dragon Ball Super Talk. Today, we're going to be talking about episode 113, an episode I'm really excited about, or I was really excited about, and I actually enjoyed a lot. I know there's mixed feelings during of the community about this episode. Some people really liked it, and some people really didn't. I'm one of the ones that did really like it. I only had two drawbacks, which was one, the pre-scene in the video kind of made me think that my video player was messed up or that some lag had happened and I was already like smack dab in the middle of the episode. That threw me off a little bit, and I know it threw a few other people off too. The only other thing I didn't like about it is I really, really want to watch this fight between Gohan, Piccolo, and the other two Namekians. Um, I'm really anxious about this fight because after thinking about it, I realized this might be the fight that Piccolo gets knocked out in. When you think about it, these two Namekians are stronger than Piccolo. We saw that during their just first match and how Gohan had to come in and save Piccolo. It's evident that they're stronger than Piccolo. They're not as strong as Gohan, but they are stronger than Piccolo, and I don't know of any dumb Namekians. Piccolo's really smart, Kami was smart, Nail was smart, Dende's smart, Guru's smart, and I think if these two Namekians follow suit, they're going to be smart and powerful. More powerful than Piccolo with the same brains as Piccolo, basically. So, this is probably going to end pretty badly for Piccolo, and he might get knocked out. But that's speculation, and I'll go a little bit more into the speculation before I enter the what actually happened. Piccolo getting knocked out is going to be both good and bad. It's going to be bad because yeah, Piccolo's not going to get too much of a time to shine, and also when Piccolo gets knocked out, it's going to be Gohan against these two Namekians, which isn't that big of a deal. I mean, his teacher's a Namekian. He's used to sparring with Namekians, and they're not as strong as him, except at any moment these two Namekians can fuse. So after they get rid of Piccolo and they see how strong Gohan is, they might just fuse together and become stronger than base form Gohan. Maybe stronger or as strong as Super Saiyan Gohan, which if he doesn't adjust quick enough, they could end up knocking Gohan out, which is why it would be bad. And I really don't want them to do my boy Gohan like that. My two favorite characters are Krillin and Gohan, and Krillin's already gone. Gohan needs to hang in there. I really believe he has a strong, higher role to play, and that he's got another form that he's hiding or that's bubbling in beneath him, which is why Piccolo getting kicked off could be good. Watching his master get kicked off the ring like that could push Gohan over the edge and have either he'll show the form he's hiding or he'll release the form that is there that he just can't quite grasp yet. And that could lead to a whole new section of this arc and could end up with Gohan maybe beating Jiren. Maybe, I'm not sure. Don't want to speculate too much. I know everybody's big on the Vegito or Gogeta coming on, or the Caulifla and Kel fusion maybe fighting him. But this could be what pushes Gohan over the edge. But I'm going to stop with that speculation and go right into the episode. I'm going to make another episode talking about what I would be talking about right now, which is why Caulifla and Kale and Kaba are so easily able to obtain Super Saiyan. So if you want to stop here and watch that, you can, or you can watch it at the end or after you finish with this. But there is going to be an episode on why they're able to access Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 so easily, and why it's okay, and why people shouldn't be mad about it. So, if you're interested, go watch that. I think it's going to be really good. But I'm going to go on to the actual episode. This really had me excited, and I really liked watching it because it reminded me so much of Goku when he was a kid. Back when he was in his first little Budokai Tenkaichi Tenkaichi, whatever, and he was fighting against Krillin, and I was really excited about this because he even did some of the same antics he did in that fight, and it just made me really happy to watch because I really like Dragon Ball. I started with Dragon Ball Super as most Americans did because Dragon Ball Super came out first, and I actually hadn't watched Dragon Ball at all until late last year is when I watched it because I was really, really wanting to watch Dragon Ball Z all the way through. I've seen most of it, but there's a few pieces here and there I didn't get to watch because I was watching it on Toonami and I didn't always steadily have TV, and I don't have them on DVD. I now have access to them soon, so I will get to watch those. But when I got access to Dragon Ball, I binge watched it. Like I watched all of Dragon Ball in like a week, which I'm a full time worker. So some of y'all might be thinking, "Oh, a week? That is weak. He should have been able to do it quicker." I'm also a full time worker, so I had to juggle that. Um, but so Dragon Ball was still really, really fresh in my mind, and still is really fresh in my mind. And then watching this just made me get those nice little feelings of Dragon Ball back, which I know I can't call it nostalgia because it happened so recently, but it feels like nostalgia because I felt nostalgic while watching it because I have that connection with Goku and Krillin from Z that I kind of had a nostalgic feeling while watching it, which I know really doesn't make sense, but maybe it does. For the people who grew up with Z and then watched Dragon Ball, y'all might know what I'm feeling. But to watch these antics just appear in this tournament made me really happy. It also made me really sad that Goku doesn't have a tail anymore because it would have been cool to watch him fly around with his tail a little bit. But Caulifla has a lot of potential, and Goku can see that. And I think that's why he's excited about this fight. And you can tell the entire time he basically has a smile glued onto his face, which is another reason it reminds me of his Budokai Tenkaichi days with Krillin, back when Krillin was almost neck and neck with Goku. This is, to him, it's very similar to that. Here's this person who's really close to him in power, or at least somewhat close to him in power. We all know that Goku's a lot stronger than her, but if he doesn't tap into his God form, she's relatively close. And he can sense that, and he likes it. And I think it's kind of inspiring him to see these new up-and-coming Saiyans who have so much potential inside of them. And I think that's making him really giddy. Because, you know, Goku likes to fight strong people. And if he can make someone stronger so he can fight them later, he's going to do it. He also, I don't know, he's not too much of a strategizer in the big scheme of things. I was going to say he could also be trying to make her strong to enhance the chances of Universe 6 winning, so they might wish Universe 7 back. But I don't really think Goku's thinking about that. I think he's just thinking, ooh, this girl's strong and has a lot of potential. I'm going to see what she can do so I can have some fun. That's probably what his thought process is. And she's really similar to Goku. She can just see something and then she knows it. Goku's copied a bunch of moves from people, and he just has to experience another person's power to be able to rise above it or to match it, which is how we got the fight against Frieza and several other fights. He witnessed the power, he fought against it, usually he lost, and then he came back after experiencing it with his own power to match it or beat it. And Caulifla is very similar to that, which I go more in depth into that in the other video I referenced earlier. Or it's not out yet. I don't know which one's going to come out first, to be honest. But it will. They both will be out today, so it won't be too much of a time gap. But it made me really happy watching them fight, especially when he started his ring around the after image technique. And that really made me think of when he did that to Krillin. And then watching her overcome that was like watching Krillin overcome it. There was a lot of throwbacks to that fight. And there's a lot of parallels drawn into there. And then when he started doing the skip around one with the after images, you could tell he was just having fun with it. And of course he's training her and he's making her stronger while doing it, but he's having fun, which is really what all Goku wanted when he came to this tournament, was to have fun, and now he's getting it. Um, Now on to the Caulifla side of it. Here's this person who is stronger than her and can show her what lies beyond Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. And she wants to get Super Saiyan 3 so that she can help her universe win, and I think maybe avenge Kaba. Her end game might be to challenge Frieza, which, if it is, not a smart move, Caulifla. Not a smart move, and don't do it. But she is cocky, just like Goku. So she might, if she reaches Super Saiyan 3, run and go and try and go after Frieza. Or she might just try to knock a bunch of people off and try to win. I'm not sure. I can't read her too well. Again, I only started watching this when the Goku and Jiren fight happened. So this fight, or Caulifla, I don't know much about her. But watching this is really cool. Having the sideline people talk about it and wondering why Goku's not going Super Saiyan. Because, oh, this is also something to think about. Her Super Saiyan and her Super Saiyan 2 aren't as strong as Goku's Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. It's pretty evident when he's holding off her Super Saiyan 2 with his base form. And then when she acclimates to his techniques, he goes Super Saiyan 2 and overpowers her. She even wonders, why is this so much different than mine? This is because he's had more time to practice it. He's had more time to perfect it. She's more like Frieza, who recently got her golden form and then just rushes into it and then loses it because she doesn't know how to control it very well. Whereas Goku has basically perfected his Super Saiyan 2 form and gone beyond that 2-3 steps now. So she's outclassed. And Whis makes a comment about that. How she's more like a brawler while Goku's more like a true martial artist. And then after that overwhelming show of force that Goku does, he stops for a second and invites Kale to join the fight, which again is another obviously Goku tactic. He just wants to have fun, and he knows that Caulifla is strong, and he mentions that she's probably going to reach Super Saiyan 3 and go beyond it, which probably has a lot of fans rolling their eyes and sighing, but go back and watch that video I've referenced. It'll make more sense. You might hate it a bit less after that. But there's also Kale, who is the legendary Super Saiyan. She is obviously stronger than the other two. She just doesn't know how to bring it out. Now she knows how to bring it out and control it, but she still can't go to her Berserker form without going crazy. And I think Goku's wanting to help her out and help her become more powerful because, again, strong people to fight against. And that's all what Goku's about. Other than that, they start fighting, and Kale's just so happy because she gets to fight with her big sister Caulifla, and Caulifla's having fun because she's fighting Goku, and then Goku's having fun because he's fighting these two really strong Saiyans. But he's not really taking any damage, and he's blocking every move. And then he just does a really cool like God of Destruction block where they just come at him, and he's like, boom, no motions, just really that all you got. And so Beerus is thinking, and everyone but Whis is thinking, oh no, is he showing Ultra Instinct? Has he learned it already? And Whis is like, no, this is just regular. This is just the skills of a martial artist. This is not Ultra Instinct. Not even Goku could learn it that fast. Which, I'll listen to Whis on that. He doesn't quite know how quickly Goku has evolved, but he's been training Goku for long enough. That's why he got so excited when he first saw Goku using Ultra Instinct. That was a big deal. But it was also because of the Spirit Bomb and the extra energy he got. This, now that he knows Goku's felt it, he still knows how much it'll take to bring it out. And he knows that Goku doesn't have it yet. And I think along with having fun and training these two Saiyans to be stronger so that he can fight against them, he's training himself too. Because he knows he did something called Ultra Instinct, and he knows that it caused a big ruckus, but he doesn't really remember much about it. So he's trying to fight to get that back. He probably has a vague memory of it, kind of like in a dream state is probably what he remembers, being kind of like in a dream state where he half remembers it, half doesn't. And he's trying to get that feeling back. And I think that's why another reason he invited Kale over was to have two people who were really strong to fight against so that it pushes him. And it pushes him to the point where he might be able to unlock it. And I think that might be his end goal here, is using these two to help him get Ultra Instinct. And then he gets so excited that he goes Super Saiyan 3, which is not a good idea because Super Saiyan 3 is a big power drain, and thankfully, after showing it off, he kind of cuts it off and he's like, oh, y'all got, I got to congratulate y'all. Y'all made me so excited that I went to Super Saiyan 3, but it's not the right time. I'm still not at the quite right power to use that right now. Which you can see the disappointment, but also the excitement in their eyes. They've seen it. They've seen the next step. And now they want to reach it together. Which I know a lot of y'all are people that are thinking together as in Patara fusion. But I know that it showed her with a Patara earring. And that's why a lot of people are thinking they're going to fuse. But I don't think they are. For the simple fact that they haven't had the earrings until then. Until that image. And there's just that rule about outside items, which was okay with the bottle, and it was okay with that girl's like talismans, but I don't know if it'll be okay for fusing two warriors. But then again, it's not really the earring doing anything special other than fusing them. It is still those warrior strengths, so it might be okay. But there's also no guarantee that they know about Patara fusion. It could have just been the animators drawing something cool, or I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see for that. But that's why I was really excited about this episode. I got to see Goku be like old Goku, and I got to see these two new bright shining Saiyans see what lies beyond their power and get really excited about it. Now, again, that statement probably still makes a lot of people mad. If it does, go and watch my video explaining why it's okay for them to have it. And it might clear things up for you. Of course, I could be completely wrong, and you can call me out on that after you watch it. But I think that I make some solid points, and it's what made it from going from an annoyance to me, because it used to annoy me too, to now I kind of like it and I enjoy it. But that's it for this episode. Next Saturday, probably next Monday is when the next video will come out, other than the one I just referenced. I'm really excited to see what's going on, and I'm really excited for the dub to catch up so I can start watching it in the dub. But until next time, see ya.